So a question that I get all the time from subscription box owners is, when should I start paid advertising? And the reality is that eventually you will have to crack paid advertising, or else it's just going to be very difficult to grow and you're going to struggle. And if you do crack paid advertising, then you're essentially unlocking this growth channel for your business that is going to enable you to scale much faster than ever and actually take control of your growth. But that said, it can be kind of scary to get into when you're not sure if you're really ready for it. So my goal in this video is to break that down for you and hopefully kind of give you some clarity on how you should go about it. And for those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Steve. I'm the founder of Harbor Marketing Agency, and my team and I have helped scale multiple subscription box brands to 7 and 8 figures in revenue. And in these videos, I show you how. So before you dive into paid advertising, the first thing that I would encourage everybody to understand is, how much can you afford to pay to acquire a customer? And so this is going to be based on the amount of money that you make over the lifetime of a relationship with the customer, the amount of money that you make in profit. So, let's say that over the lifetime of your relationship with the customer, the profit LTV is $150. Then what I would shoot for is about a $50 customer acquisition cost. Because generally speaking, in the subscription box industry, what we want to shoot for is a 3-to-1 lifetime value to customer acquisition cost ratio. And so it basically requires you to understand that profit lifetime value and then back your target customer acquisition cost into that. So with that said, that's the first thing that you should understand before you get into paid advertising. Once you understand those numbers and you understand what success looks like for paid advertising, I like to break this down into 2 different camps here. So the first camp is somebody that has some funding or has some savings and they want to grow really quickly. And so for this person, I recommend getting into paid ads as soon as possible. The one caveat here is, if you haven't run paid ads before, you have to understand that there is risk involved and that your paid ads might not work. So when you are just getting started out with paid advertising, you're essentially just testing to see if you can get your customer acquisition cost to your target customer acquisition cost level. And so there's no guarantee of success, and you have to be essentially ready to potentially lose money on your paid ads. That said, you're doing so in order to see if you can unlock this, high growth potential marketing channel for your business. And so if that's the case, I recommend starting out with a testing budget of about $100 per day, which equates to roughly $3K per month in ad spend. And you can get started with that. If you're able to hit your target customer acquisition cost numbers, then you can scale up your ad spend and bring in more sales volume. And so, that is going to be the fastest way to grow. Eventually, every subscription box should shoot to crack paid ads at some point, because, if you're serious about your growth, you're going to want to tap into paid ads. It's going to be the fastest way to grow. And, if you have funding and savings and you're ready to invest and you just want to grow quickly, then once you understand your target customer acquisition cost levels, that's going to be the fastest route to take. Now, what I will say with that is if you're brand new and you haven't run paid ads before, then it's going to be difficult to make it work without, an established social following and a website that converts really well, and, a good email marketing backend and good product shots and good video creative and customer testimonials and all these other things that go into it. And so keep that in mind, that just because your ads, maybe don't perform as well in the beginning, as you establish that brand ecosystem and as you add all of these other elements that are important to the customer journey, your ads may start to perform better over time. So you essentially have to assess, okay, how established am I? Have I validated my product market fit? Is anyone actually, are people purchasing this organically yet? Do I have good product shots, good email marketing, a good website, video, creative, testimonials, all these things that go into it, and how does that factor into my eventual odds of success here? That said, again, if you have savings, this is going to be the fastest way to go. Now, the next camp here is, you're just starting out, you're bootstrapping this, you have no savings, you have no funding, and you need to basically make this work on a budget. That's totally fine. If you want to go the more risk averse route here, then it's totally okay to grow organically, but just understand that your growth is going to be significantly slower. And that's okay, but just understand the amount of time and effort and energy that it's going to take. If you choose not to run paid ads right away, what you're essentially doing is you're trading in the amount of money that you would spend for more kind of grind and hustle. And so what I would do in this situation is, validate my product first, make sure that I'm gaining a decent bit of subscribers organically so I can, validate that product market fit and have a higher level of confidence that I have a good product when I go into paid ads. And I would start sending out my box to influencers, build up my Instagram, build up my TikTok, build up my Facebook presence. I would grow my organic social following so that when I get into paid ads, I have a solid retargeting audience to work with. I would make sure my website is well designed, shoot for a minimum of a 2% conversion rate or above. I would build out my email marketing backend. So, make sure there's a way to collect emails on my website, make sure that I have a solid automation in place to convert people into customers when they join my email list, make sure I have add to cart automation set up, make sure I have a great onboarding experience for customers so that when they subscribe to my subscription box, there's a great customer experience in place and they won't churn out right away. And so these are all things that you could set up first and start to build a decent customer base organically. And then as that grows, you can then take the money that you're making from those subscribers and reinvest it into paid advertising once you're at the point where you can, afford to invest $3K a month or $100 a day into paid ads directly from the revenue you're generating from your business. So there's really two camps here. It's that first one where you have some budget and you just want to accelerate your growth and it's more risk involved, but faster growth potential. And then there's camp number two where you don't have budget and you want to be more risk averse, but it's going to require a bit more grind and hustle and it's going to be slower. So hopefully that helps to provide some clarity and give you some direction on when you should start paid ads for your subscription box. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm coming out with new videos on a weekly basis and sometimes more frequently. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.